Nobody loves summer more than me, but we are gearing up for fall, and that means it is time to get into your bag. I feel like September, October, November, December, all the burr months are the months that you can use to reset, regroup, and become the woman that you want to be, become her, become your best self, and we're gonna do that together during today's video. I think a glow up routine for every season is necessary because you change all the time. You're ever changing. Last month, you weren't doing the same things you're doing this month. Last year, you definitely weren't doing the same things you're doing this month. And sometimes a transition period is needed. And I feel like fall is the best transition period to become your best self for the new year. If you work a 9 to 5, if you're in corporate life, you probably hear the terms Q1, Q2, Q3, and Q4 all the time. We're now entering Q4, and Q4 in the corporate world is basically the months where a company will reset, they will look over everything they've done over the past year, make sure they're hitting their goals, make sure they're hitting their ROI, which means return on investment. All those goals that you made in the beginning of the year, we're gonna look and see if we actually got there. We're gonna see where we are. We still have 4 months left of the year. We're still in Q4. It doesn't mean that the year is over if you haven't touched that goal book, if you haven't hit the goals that you said you're gonna hit. This is the time where we're gonna regroup, reset, and make sure we're on track for all the things that we want to do, that we want to become, and all the amazing goals that we've set for ourselves. I know that you can hit those goals. So if you're ready to prepare yourself for fall, you're totally over summer. I know for me, summertime can be a lot. There's vacations, people are on PTO, you're just in the sun, you're going to the beach. There's lots of activities to do that you can only do in summer. So some of the things that you want to do in terms of your goals, hitting certain numbers, kind of fall on the back burner. So if you're ready to kind of hop back onto the horse, get back into those goals, and become the person you said you were going to become in the beginning of the year, this video is for you. Now we're in my studio. Sorry for the glare, the sun is setting. It's still a little bit of summertime. This is where I have all my clothes, I have all my makeup and all my hair stuff. I'm a content creator, so I'm oftentimes getting sent gifts, products to try out from different brands, and I only have one face, I only have one head, so there's no way I can try out all these products at once. There's no way I can get to everything at once. And if you're like me, I am such a makeup hoarder. I love to keep all my makeup, but makeup expires. I feel like people don't remember that, and it's time to like get rid of stuff. If you're not a glitter person anymore, if you were super into eyeshadows and the big 2016 makeup and you still have all those palettes, girl, we're gonna do a little method called FIFO, first in, first out, and that's basically an organization method that a lot of people who specialize in decluttering and improving your space work with. And it's basically a rule of, I've had this in first and I haven't touched it, that's the first thing to go, rather than the brand new blush that you bought or the brand new brushes that you bought. You have brushes that you haven't touched in years, they were the first thing in, and now they're gonna be the first thing out. So we're gonna do this together. I've probably had this jar since college of just makeup brushes, and there are so many of these brushes that I genuinely don't need anymore, so I'm gonna go ahead and declutter this right now and get rid of a whole bunch. We're back and our jar is way less full. I probably got rid of at least 30 brushes just now, and whew, sometimes you don't even realize how many things you're keeping until you go through and you're like, oh, I haven't used this in a while, this is taking up space, and you're just always cleaning around it, reorganizing it, but it's like, I'm never using it. Go ahead, take this time now. If you want to go into your makeup room, wherever you have your vanity set up, and do it with me, this is a great opportunity to just revamp your life. I know that your space is reflective of who you are. If you're keeping things that no longer reflect who you are, if you're keeping junk in your room, if you're not being clean and organized, that is a reflection of yourself. That is a reflection of what's going on inside your brain, and that's what you will ultimately bring out into the world within your actions. So let's reorganize, regroup, because a clean space is a healthy space, and a healthy space equals a healthy mind, and that's what we're trying to achieve. This is my new routine. I used to use a lot of LA Girl. There's nothing wrong with that brand. If you are an LA Girl baddie, I used to be one too. Whatever works for you, you do it. I used to be into LA Girl all the time, but more recently, I've tried to simplify my makeup routine. I've tried to go into more clean girl makeup and just trying to figure out what works best for me. So I'm going to show you guys some new things that I've been doing for my fall makeup routine. First things first are the eyebrows. My favorite product to use right now for my brows, I like to go super simple. I used to do crazy huge eyebrows. You guys were definitely there when I was in that phase. I am using the YX, I never know which one to say. This is Thick It Stick It, and this just gives me the perfect little eyebrow brush. I'm able to just like brush them up, nothing too thick or like artificial looking, I would say, because my brows used to look crazy. And then I'll go in with my normal conceal routine and I'll just do the underneath. That way it's not too like fake eyebrow looking, you know? These are my go-to concealers. e.l.f. concealer, Tarte Shape Tape, and the Hourglass concealer. Although I am trying to get away from my 2016 makeup routine, I still do love a full coverage beat, and these are amazing. They're a little bit lighter because I do like a bright under eye, as you guys can see, but these just add the best coverage for me, like chef's kiss. Right now, I'm not too much a full foundation girl anymore. I used to do a full face of foundation, concealer, the whole nine. Right now, I've been looking for something a little lighter just because I do use such a full coverage concealer. I don't need my whole face to be a blank canvas. So I've been using the e.l.f. Halo Glow liquid filter, and I like it because it gives you like a nice light finish, and then I feel comfortable enough to put my concealers on top. It's really liquidy. It doesn't give you like super full coverage, and it really makes your skin really glowy, which is in the name. So I absolutely love this. I've definitely added this to my routine of one of my favorites. Next up on the docket for my fall makeup routine upgrade, I've recently included the new Juvia's Place Volume 5 blush. I absolutely love it. For my skin tone, I think it's perfect. It's in between peachy and really pink. And I like this because I do love a dramatic look. Sometimes it's showing up a little lighter, but I promise it's much darker in person. And then this one is more of a peachy tone, and I have it on right now, and I think it just adds the perfect pop to your face. When it comes to eyeshadow, I am extremely loyal to my Juvia's Place and my Anastasia Beverly Hill palettes. I still have my Jackie Aina one and my Amrezy one, and they are just a banger. You do not need to buy a whole bunch of new products to reset your makeup routine or reset your glam routine. You just need to get rid of the things that you no longer use or just would never use, and then stick to your staple products. You don't need to spend a bunch of money to reset your life or glow up in this way. You can still use the products that you have. There's no point in throwing out perfectly good products. Oldies, but definitely goodies in my opinion. One definite thing we're doing for our fall routine and our fall reset and glow up is adding things into our routine that makes our lives easier. When it comes to makeup, has been these individual lash clusters. I currently don't have any on right now, but they are such a game changer when it comes to simplifying your routine. Instead of spending $1,000 at your lash tech every 2 weeks, you can fill in your lashes here, or you can do a full set of these on your own and retouch them as you need. So I'll link these down below, so if any of you are interested in being a lash cluster girly, you guys have the opportunity to do so. I will swear by Laura Mercier until the wheels fall off. I'm actually going to reset because every time I'm in my studio, the lights make me so shiny, and this powder is just an oldie but a goodie, but it does the job every time. And when I say oldie, I mean just this brand. Like, I probably rebought this powder 18 times. Like, I love it so much. I'm being so dramatic. The powder lasts a long time. I probably rebought it like 4 to 5 times, but it just lasts so long, and it does. That was one swipe and the shine is all gone. Like, I absolutely love it. This is definitely a keep in my fall makeup routine. Another oldie but a goodie is the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Powder. I really love this. It's perfect for any skin type. I have mine in the color Coffee Cake, so do with that information as you will. So the makeup tips and things that I'm incorporating into my fall routine, I'm thinking less glowy, more matte, just because it's that fall time. You know, everyone goes a little bit more matte in the colder months. So that is my update for my fall routine. The second step of our fall glow up and fall reset is rearranging our space, rearranging our living space. I don't know if you guys are like this, but when I was a kid, the simplest change to my bedroom would make me feel like a brand new person. If I moved my bed from one corner to the other corner, or I'm usually in the corner, I move it to the center. Doing little things like that will absolutely enhance the way you feel, will make you feel refreshed, will definitely give you that feeling of a reset, and you will definitely be able to just feel like a new person that you're becoming and want to become just by doing little things around your space. 1, cleaning up. 2, decluttering like we did with our makeup and all the things we don't need anymore. And then 3, we're making room for the things that we do need by refreshing. Like me, I have eucalyptus leaves in my bathroom. If you checked out my last vlog, I revamped them or just switched them out with some new fresh ones so I can get the benefit that I need from them. I had cinnamon sticks that I use for aroma in my place, and I switched them out with fresh lavender instead, and it's just making me personally feel better. It's not anything that anybody else would really notice, but we're doing these small little things for you and for you to feel better. I know we touched on this briefly, but keep on saying it. Declutter, declutter, declutter. Get rid of the old so you have space for the new. You won't be able to become her, become that new version of yourself if you're still wearing your t-shirts that you've been wearing since 8th grade. If you've been still wearing your fashion over dresses that you haven't worn since college or high school. Regroup and see what you no longer need. I am definitely guilty of this. I need to purge everything out of your closet. Purge your makeup like we just did. Purge your pencils, your makeup brushes, purge those skincare things that you're no longer using. You still have a little bit left in the jar, but you don't use it at all. Purge it, get rid of it. This will not only make your space seem cleaner, neater, it'll also allow you to feel neater and cleaner. The last thing in this section I want to talk about is decor. The way you represent yourself, the way you choose to express yourself in the form of how your bedroom looks, the form of how your apartment looks, whatever living space that you are in is a reflection of who you are. I am definitely super guilty of this. When I first decorated my place, that was going on 4 years ago. I am in need of a dire revamp. I absolutely love all my stuffed animals. I don't care what anybody says. There is no age limit on having stuffed animals. There are a few that have been, I would say, expired, have definitely gone past their expiration date. So I had to get rid of a few of them, not all of them. And then just changing up what you have around your decor. I had some paintings that I really did not align with me anymore. I had some things, gifts from people that I personally don't even talk to anymore. So I'm like, I don't even need that in my space. Just change out the things that no longer represent us. I know I'm so guilty of saying, I don't have the money for that right now. I don't have the money for this right now. But I'm spending my money on things that I genuinely don't need all the time. Setting aside some money just to invest in yourself, invest in your space. Don't know exactly where to start when it comes to decor is simply revamping things like your towels. If you're someone who has mixed match towels from over the years, why don't we just go buy ourselves a nice little 5-pack from Target of all gray or all black towels? Something to simplify it and make it brand new to you, or whatever your color palette is. Buying new towels is something to really revamp your space and your decor without spending too much. Another thing you can do for fall time, which is super cheap, is using real life plants and flowers, pumpkins, things like that to revamp your space and to decorate, to match the seasonal vibe and also get into the fall mood. We all know pumpkin spice is super popular around this time of year. So getting those cinnamon sticks, getting those pumpkins is the perfect way to just spruce up your apartment, spruce up your bedroom and your decor overall. My last simple tip for decor is something simple like your bathroom mats or welcome mats. That's something that you can switch out that is super easy, affordable, and will really revamp your space. You'll walk into your bathroom every day. You walk in and out of your space every day. So that is something that you kind of like forget in the back of your head, but you see it every day and it affects you. So buy something cute that makes you happy. Buy something that's quirky, that has a fun little slogan on it that you can see every day. Little things really revamp your day, really enhance your day, and that's something small that you can change to do those things as well. The other part of our fall reset routine is our fashion. I need this. This is for the both of us right now, or things that I think that you should do to really revamp your closet and really get your closet and your fashion to match who you are now. This one is super simple. We're gonna get rid of our summer clothes, and when I say get rid, I just mean put them on the back burner. The temperature's getting colder. We don't need all those shorts. And this is depending on where you live. I live in New England, so if you have any summer clothes, you know that you're not gonna be wearing them as often. Let's go ahead, pack those up, put them in the back of the drawer because we need to make space and room for our fall fashion, okay? This tip is so helpful. I absolutely love doing this. It's treating yourself like a toddler and making yourself a weekly uniform to wear. If that's going out clothes, your work clothes, your gym routine clothes, your lounging clothes, set it up on a hanger, on a whatever it is, whatever system you have set up, and plan those clothes out on a weekly basis. This will not only help you reset your routine, but this will get you in the habit of resetting yourself every week. We're in Q4 and we want to make sure that we're hitting our goals and doing what we need to do. So I don't know if you're anything like me, but if I'm focused on what I have to wear every morning, that's gonna waste at least an hour of my day. Take that out ahead of time, so then I know on Monday I'm wearing this, or on Tuesday I'm wearing this, and you can mix and match for whatever outfit works for the best day of the week. So right now we are in my home office. If you are an oldie on this channel, I used to film in here all the time, but I kind of revamped it. Instead of being my filming room, I turned it into my home office because I definitely need a home office. I personally work from home. I have my own waist beat business, so revamping my space and making it into what it needed to be for me at this time is exactly what I needed. So revamping it into a home office rather than a filming space is exactly what I needed to do. And there's something that you can do like that similarly in your space as well. If there's an area where you usually journal, if there's an area where you usually do your makeup and you think it might be better suited in front of a window with natural light, or you want to be somewhere cozier, revamp your space to make it what you need it to be. No one has everything set in stone. Just because you move somewhere and they said this is a study doesn't mean you actually need to study in there. If you want to turn that into your bedroom, turn that into your bedroom. If you have a space that you can be creative with, do that. Right now we're in my office. This is where I live, breathe, all of my waist beads. If you're interested in getting a waist bead, click the link below. Check out our site. We have amazing waist beads for sale. They're all handmade. My grandmother makes them and I absolutely love them. In the fall time, now that we're in Q4, especially with my business, I like to see how we did in the year, what we can be doing different. And when the seasons change is when I like to revamp the site and showcase some colors that would be more fall oriented rather than winter or summer. And that's one thing I like to do. So I'll probably get my browns, my auburns, my oranges, those type of colors that really give fall vibes, and I'll put that on the forefront of my site, and that way people can shop what they're in the mood for. So that's my fall reset for my waist bead business, but you can do a reset for every sector of your life, whether it be school, whether that be your job and career, whether that be your extracurriculars. You can revamp and reset all of those things in your life to better suit who you are right now. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching today's reset/fall reset video. I hope this video was helpful to you. I know not everything that we mentioned will apply to everyone, but I really do hope it was helpful to you. If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to give me a big fat thumbs up. If you want to see more of this face, and I hope to see you around more often, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We have a lot of fun on this channel and I hope to see you